So, how's everyone doing? Alright, so this video is about Joseph, his brothers, major change and shift in consciousness, love, and forgiveness. This is where things change in the Bible. Before this point, individuals carried the God consciousness, like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. And this is when the consciousness transferred to the collective. But consciousness was not spread out equally, for Joseph was favored. Joseph was his father's favorite because Yahweh was with him. Now Joseph's brothers sold him into as a slave to Egypt. Bondage is itself an aspect of individuation symbolism. One of the effects of the encounter with the self is the ego's loss of willpower. It becomes a servant to the greater personality. Egypt becomes not only a place of security and nourishment in the Bible, but also a place of bondage. In Gnosticism, Egypt was a symbol for the material world. In the ancient world, Egypt was seen as the kingdom of death. So the Hebrews and the Persians hated Egypt and made them demonic. The Gnostics thought of Egypt as this world, and this world meant the world of matter, of ignorance, and of a perverse religion. Joseph's ability to interpret dreams all include opposites, like the Pharaoh's dream, where the world, where there would be 7 years of feast and famine, and feast and famine are opposites, and you see that parallel in the other dreams as well. And what this means during this part is to achieve conscious relation with the self, one is obliged to integrate the opposites, which is a very painful process. It's kind of something that we're demonstrating right now. Yahweh is with Joseph, so he must endure the activated opposites. Okay, I know that we haven't gotten or discussed Job, but Jung says of Job that the paradoxical nature of God tears him asunder into opposites and delivers him over to a seemingly insoluble conflict. When the opposites are reconciled, the inner authority of the self takes control of one's life. Joseph achieves this by becoming the regent of the Pharaoh. Okay, so Jacob had 12 sons, which became the 12 tribes that were united under David and Solomon. Soon the tribes would split into 10 northern tribes and 2 tribes of Judah and Benjamin in the south. 12 was reduced to 2 when the Assyrians conquered them and the 10 tribes became lost. Now on this journey, you can see that a lot is being left out. Abraham had Isaac, and Ishmael was rejected. Then Isaac had Jacob, and Esau was rejected. And Jacob had 12 sons, which divided into Judah, and Israel was rejected. The surviving Jews are from the tribe of Judah, and the lost 10 tribes are, well, unknown. Consciousness creates conflict to shed the old away for new understanding. And this brings us to the situation of today, as in, what will survive? What will it change into? Because America is in a major conflict, which will lead to a transformation. in either direction. Change is inevitable. And actually, I mean, according to the theory of chaos, change is always happening. And it is. And so we should always strive to change. And that is kind of what America is doing right now. We are just hashing things out. Yeah. What is this new world we are creating? Even though things may not seem like it's positive right now, I'm still keeping hope that positive changes are coming in the direction of unitive leadership. A leader that embraces love, forgiveness, and understanding. You may not understand it now because the dualistic world makes everyone the enemy. But we are all of one essence, so I choose to love people as I love myself. And if you want to know a little bit more about unitive leadership, then what I'm going to do down below is I'm going to leave you the link of a lady who, actually a doctor, her name's Sylvia Clute, Dr. Clute, she's written 2 wonderful books about this unitive, getting in touch with yourself and things of that nature, and unitive reality. And now she's fixing to be writing a book about unitive justice, which I'm very interested into reading and getting to know, because it's a different way to look at things, and it's a better approach to this world, because the main reason that all this happens is because that we avoid conflict. And when we get into and when conflict is avoided and it's pent up for a very long time, it's brutal, very brutal. So what we have to start doing is we have to start facing our conflicts before they explode. And that is part of the goal of this transformation. There's more to it, but that's the place, where one can begin. But other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed this. Have a good one, and peace.